Come on. Hi, and welcome back to Cat and Dogs on Wheels. I'm Cat. This is Smokey. And this is RJ. Today is a hard video. I've been putting it off for a while. We're in a hospice situation, really. Smokey went downhill pretty bad. And so on the 24th, I took him into the vet. And he gave him an IV fluid treatment that day. But he informed me that probably because Smokey couldn't hold anything down and was even having the dry heaves, he said that probably other things are also going wrong, and if it's kidney, liver, pancreas, he said, you know, they could run a blood test and see what exactly is going on, but he said they're really, between the diabetes and something else going on, he said really there really wasn't much that could be done. So, and I knew he thought we should just put him down, but he didn't say it this time because I think of my reaction the last time, and then we've had a good month, and I don't regret it at all. I mean, we've had a wonderful month together. Smokey's spirit is still majorly there, you know. He wants to go on. He's fighting really hard to stay with us. But I knew this time that, yes, you know, the vet basically said, you know, just take him home and keep him as comfortable as possible. And if you feel like you need to come in, it won't be for IV fluids, you know. So anyway, so that was sort of a sad trip to the vet. And he actually, you know, the IV fluids always give him a good boost. And we had a good Friday and Saturday, and he was eating well, and he was active and being all bouncy, other than the fact that he's gone completely blind. And so we had Friday and Saturday, he was learning how to function with me and RJ as his guides. He has no problem following RJ around, but I know, baby, but to follow me around, he needs my voice. And I think it's because I wear shoes and he can follow RJ's footprint scent, but he can't follow me. And when he's listening to my voice, he tends to sometimes veer off, and then he's going to run into something. Because when he's on his own, he just is like a ping pong ball bouncing off stuff. So RJ guides him, and he doesn't run into things. And now I guide him, and he has learned very quickly when I say, look out, look out. He knows to stop and go another direction. And if he's starts to go a direction where he's going to run into something else, I just say look out again, and he changes direction again. And he follows my voice, but like I say, he can veer, and there's lots of obstacles and things move in the yard. So we actually had some good days of, you know, RJ has become a great seeing eye dog. And he doesn't leave his little brother, does he? He's your buddy, huh? Smokey still wants attention. He's still, on his good days, has a little bounce to his step. But then, Saturday night, after I gave him his 8 units of insulin, he threw up all of Friday and Saturday's food, undigested. I could not believe that he could hold that much in his stomach. And I was devastated. I knew then, and it's like, okay, now he has 8 units of insulin floating through his body and no food. So I got the Nutrical gel, but this time he didn't really want it. Now, fortunately, this guy will do anything to please me, and if I just sit and beg with the Nutrigel on my finger, he he'll take it. So I got a little bit of Nutrigel down him to try and, you know, balance out the insulin. But Saturday was a hard night. But, you know, it's like, even though Smokey had labored breathing, and I knew he wasn't feeling that well, RJ was right there with him, and they were both calm. It was like they knew what was going on and were just loving each other and going through it together. Well, by Sunday night, I was pretty much a wreck. I'd already entered the grieving stage. I knew we were going to lose him. I knew I came home that he was going to be in a hospice situation, and all I wanted to do was make him comfortable. And right at that point on Sunday night, he wasn't comfortable. He was labored breathing, even though he had RJ with him. And RJ would give him a nuzzle. I mean, they were skin on skin. But then RJ would sort of, you know, give him a nuzzle, and Smokey could lift his head slightly, and then they would touch noses, and RJ was nothing but a comfort, a solid rock. And I actually had two dear friends that were emailing me and helping counsel me through it and trying to calm me. One of them actually sent me a link to a music track that was a calming music track, and it was calming, and it was almost hypnotic. RJ and Smokey fell into a sleep together, and I was calming, and at that point I was calm enough to be able to look at these two and see how they were handling it, and that's the way I should be handling it. One of the things I guess that I couldn't get calm with was that I had decided to take Smokey in on that Monday. This was Sunday night, and I decided I can't just let him suffer. I have to take him in. I was really upset about that, but I felt like that's what I should do. We had already arranged my sister was going to take me into the vet on Monday. But then as I sat and watched these two, and I just prayed to my mom, just please don't let him suffer. Please don't let him suffer. And for strength, I said, come on, Mom, I need you now. I'm not very strong right now. And a peace came over me. You know, the music, me talking to my mom, the boys so at peace. And it was like when I calmed and said, okay, I can do this, you know, this is, RJ and I are supposed to love Smokey to the Rainbow Bridge. Smokey's breathing evened out. He quit with the labored breathing. And he's all nuzzled up there with RJ's head because we were in the tent, so RJ's head was the only thing that would fit on the bed. And Smokey calmly breathing and not suffering calmed me. And I curled up around my big dog's head and my little dog's body, and we slept a really good sound sleep. And when I woke up in the morning, that's when I knew we're not going to the vet. We're a team, and this is our journey to take together. His body may be frail, but his spirit is giant. We've mastered the art of blindness, and we seem to be doing just fine. The only time that we've had an issue was because he's so ravenously hungry all the time, and he's so skinny, and I want to feed him as much as he wants, but I know I can't. But one day he'd been doing so good for a couple of days that I went ahead and, because he was begging me so much, I fed him more than I should have, and he threw that up. But since I made that mistake, we don't do that. And I might increase just a teeny tiny bit, but never a big amount. I know you're always hungry. But we're going smoothly. We haven't had any labored breathing. My boys have taught me so much. And they've shown me an incredible love and bond that I've not personally witnessed between two dogs. But how these two just found each other, you know, it's like they met and bam, they couldn't bear to be apart. But with such grace and dignity that they're accepting this situation and handling it. I'm still not quite on their level. But we're having really good days. It's like a miracle. We're having good days. No, I'll admit I know that these days could end in a day, a week. Maybe we even have another month. Or maybe this fighting spirit with the love of his brother will shock everyone and actually come through. I don't know what it's going to do. I've witnessed the sweetest moments, and they've made me laugh, you know. These guys, one of their favorite things to do is make me laugh. And the more I laugh at their antics, the crazier they get and the longer they do them. I mean, they love to make me laugh, and it's just like we all have this like little joy fest going on. They've always known how to lift my spirits if I'm feeling discouraged, and it's like they know that's their job. But even in these days, Smokey will suddenly veer off, jumping and running and bouncing across the yard. Well, not running, you know, sort of, but bouncing across the yard. And before I can say look out, he'll smack into something, and he just turns around and it's like, I mean, he's still exuberant, and it's like when he can't be exuberant for a long time, boy, when he gets that burst of energy, he really wants to be a dog. And he'll like start pulling on the bed covers and acting like he's playing tug of war, which will make me laugh. Then which gets RJ all excited, and then I start laughing more, and they both just start playing off each other. So it's actually been a great week. And at the end of every day this week, I say, wow, we've had such a great day. So now we just live in the moment. And I've been good at not being teary because we've been living in the moment. It's just hard doing the update. So with that, I'm going to say, here's to great days and however many more we have. Every day is a blessing. Oh, baby. And it's really not as sad as this video appears. I'm picking cockaburs out of my little guy's hair. There's little mini cockaburs blooming right now. And that's him running around in the bushes being happy. So I don't want you to feel bad for us. I want you to know that Smokey is still Smokey. His spirit and attitude is, I mean, he's still living life. He's still living life large. So, this video isn't as sad as I make it out to be, and I'm not usually walking around crying. I actually quit crying a week ago Sunday, and we've been very joyous. And with that, I'm going to let the boys take it away again.